Hi students, so discussing in this class, I would like to tell about the operator overloading. Especially in this lecture, we have seen many things, many concepts in C++, and I also covered pointers, some portion as for the SPT syllabus. I have to cover some portion, and I will cover that portion later. Pointers. Now, in this lecture, I want to explain about operator overloading. So one of the very important concept in object-oriented programming language. All of you know about object-oriented programming language, what it means. So in object-oriented programming language, function overloading and operator overloading both are important concepts. The same concepts also there in Java and remaining object-oriented languages. So in next semester, we are going to study about function overloading and operator overloading in Java, not in object-oriented programming C++ in Java. The concept is the same there or here, but the procedure that you are following, syntax is the difference. Now, what is the function overloading? First of all, what is the overloading? Naturally, just you think, before going to discuss about the programming language, I want to tell the natural meaning of overloading. What is the meaning of overload? Overload is nothing but the load that you have more than what you has to or what have to get. I will tell you. Now, function overloading, just forget about that function overloading or operator overloading. Now, I want to discuss the word overloading. Overload means extra load, extra. So, overload, if you're doing one thing and apart from that you are doing any extra things, that is a overload to you. For example, now you can sweep the room. Now you can sweep the room, 2 rooms we can sweep. But the manager said to the sweeper, we have to groom 2 more extra rooms. Then he actually doing some work, but extra work going to add it to him. That is the actual natural meaning of overloading. Okay, that is overloading. This is a natural meaning of overloading that we to see in day-to-day life, that we are seeing in our day-to-day life. That is the natural meaning of overloading. Now we come to the point of object-oriented programming, especially in C++. First of all, I would like to talk about function overloading. What is a function overloading? Function overloading is nothing but the member function. All know about the data members and member functions. Okay, the function that performs more than 2 tasks. The function that performs more than 2 tasks or 2 works or 2 jobs. Okay, that function called as a function overloading. Function overloading, same function doing multiple things, multiple tasks. That is called function overloading. Okay. Now what is the operator overloading? What is the operator overloading? So before going to talk about the operator overloading, I will show you one thing. Look at here. Okay, operator overloading. For example, what is the operator overloading? Plus plus minus, look at it, just do it. Operator overloading means using of a operator, and that operator you are using for different purposes to complete the task or to do the work. Simple. That is called operator overloading. Now one more thing. Operator overloading is nothing but using an operator instead of function to complete the task or to do the task or to do the work. Instead of function, you are using an operator to doing of the work. I will tell you one more thing. Operator overloading is different sources using an operator instead of the function to do the task, to perform the task. So it means what? I will tell you, elaborate this definition. Just naturally I am telling, you will see the exact definition formally. In C++ language, many operators are there. Unary operator, binary operator. Unary operator, binary operators are there. And in C++, user-defined data types and predefined data types. Two types of data are there. One is predefined data type. Second one is user-defined data type. What are the predefined data type? Predefined data types are integer, float. These are the predefined data types. What is the user-defined data types? The class, objects. These are all user-defined data types. Now, in a unary operator or binary operator, these operators are designed for some specific functionality of the program. It is designed for what? To do some specific tasks. Plus is designed for editing in predefined data type. So now the same plus you want to use in user-defined data types, you want to add the two objects here, and same plus you are using in predefined user types, adding up the two operands. Here you want to use the plus for adding up the two objects in user-defined data types. The same plus you want to use adding up two operands in user-defined data types. Here, using the operator for user-defined data types, same operator using in predefined data types. Now, this operator working in different ways, here and here. And this type of procedure is called operator overloading. Operator overloading. I hope you get the point. Operator overloading is nothing but to perform the different tasks. The operator performing different tasks instead of the function. One side is the user-defined data type, second side is the predefined data types. In user-defined data types, object plus object, it is not possible. Why? Because the compiler will use the error. Compiler will not understand if you mentioned object 1 plus object 2, compiler doesn't understand it because in predefined data type, the plus symbol already designed for to adding up the two operands. If you give the two operands 5 plus 3, 7 plus 3, 10 plus 3, 10 plus 20, 10 plus 30 like that. So the compiler will understand and it will add the 10 plus 30, it gives the output number 40. What are 5 and 10 in between plus operator? Is a predefined operands. The compiler would understand it. It will not generate any error. The same manner, if you want to use that plus operator to adding up the two objects, user defined data types, if you want to do the object 1 plus object 2, then if you want to execute that one, the compiler will give the error. Compiler will give the error. Then, can you do that one? Then compiler gives the other error. It's not a possible. No, not like that. It is possible. How it is possible? How can we add the two objects using of the operator? How can we add it? We can add it the following of the operator overloading. This is the purpose of operator overloading, to add user defined data types or different data types, like two different objects adding. So as per the user wish, according to the requirement, adding of the different objects using of the operator is called operator overloading. So now I will show the one video to you. What I explain is the one of the video that is posted in YouTube. They are following. I am copying that one to this. Just I want to show this video to you to understand the concept. You can go through the channel also. You can watch this video. No problem at all. But my intention is to understand the concept of overloading. Just I am orally speaking. Then I will give the definition. As just I am just orally speaking, orally communicating with you. So what that actually that is telling is overloading means, overloading is nothing but doing of multiple tasks. For example, I will give the one more example for the understanding of the function operator overloading. So doing of multiple tasks is overloading. I will tell you, a man is a manager, at the same time is a father. As a manager, he has to take care of the institution. He has to settle everything in a proper way. He has to run the institution in a smooth way. He has to face all the struggles, and he should run the institution peacefully, wonderfully, and incredibly. At the same time, as a father, he has to take care of family, children. As a husband, he has to take care of his wife. One side as a father, the second side as a husband, and third side as a manager. He is playing three different roles. One man playing three different roles. In office, he become a manager. In a house, he become a husband as well as father. He playing three different roles. The process he playing here is called overloading. Same person, different tasks. Person is not saying at all, but works are changing. This person capable to do all the works, and this process is called overloading. This concept is called overloading. Now applicable to the same concept in C++ that I explained before. The same operator Once adding the two operands in predefined data types, the same operator again adding two objects. Actually, these two objects are not predefined but user defined objects. Even the display operator adding up the two operands same manner adding the two objects. Here same operator performing the different task. This task is called operator overloading. So there is slight difference between the operator overloading and function overloading. So we have to understand that. We will discuss regarding a function overloading in coming classes. Now I want to show the one video to you. So just to observe the content, the explanation, the drawing. It is just another channel, the animation channel. Then you can watch that channel also. You can subscribe the channel and you can learn the concept clearly because they explain beautifully there. Just taking that video because I want to show to you. You may understand it clearly. Then we will go for the coding and definition and some examples. What is a operator overloading? We will see this concept clearly to understand everything. Let's see the video. But actually, what is the use of the arithmetic operator, that is the plus? This plus specially meant for adding up the numeric numbers. Adding up numeric 5 plus 5 plus 10, 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 5. This is a star plus. This is the arithmetic operators that you are using to perform the arithmetic operations. But this operator we can use the adding of objects also. Look at here. Now we want to add object 1, object 2 and object 3 and objects of any class. Look at here, 3 classes are there, and in 3 classes 3 objects are there, and data members also there. Okay, now look at here, we just consider that they have a variable in data. We want to put 10 and 20 value in it, 10, 20. Okay, now object 3 is equal to object 1 plus object 2. Then what will happen? And compiler will give the error. Will show the error because compiler will not understand object 1 plus object 2. It is a user defined data type, not the predefined data type. The compiler can understand predefined data type 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 like that, but it's not understand the object 1 plus object 2. Then how can we do this object 1 plus object 2? It is possible? Yes, it is possible. How it is possible? Just how we discussed in the previously. This is possible by the operator overloading. Operator overloading. How it is possible? It is possible by the operator overloading. Okay. So we will see one program in operator overloading, how it's work, how it accessing, and what is the operator overloading, how this operator and syntax of the operator overloading. You will see each and everything in detailed manner here now. Now look at so let's again I want to focus on the on definition formally. What is the operation overloading here? Operator overloading is a compile time polymorphism in which the operator is overloaded to provide the special meaning to user defined data type. Operator overloading is used to overload or redefine most of the operators available in C++. It is used to perform the operations on the user defined data type. For example, C++ provides the ability to add the variables of the user defined data type that is applied to the built-in data types. Simple. Operator overloading helps the adding of the user defined data types, how they are adding the predefined data types. But this operator overloading is not possible by some operators. So actually we are using the operator for what? Operator overloading. But some operators are not, or we should not use for operator overloading. First one is scope operator. So operator that cannot be overloaded are as follows. Cannot be overloaded. A scope operator cannot be overloaded. Size of cannot be overloaded. Member selector cannot be overloaded. Member pointer selector cannot be overloaded. Ternary operator cannot be overloaded. These are the operators that we cannot be overloaded in C++. Remaining operators we can overload it. So already I gave them many examples. What is the overloading? Now we will see the syntax of operator overloading. Syntax of operator overloading. What is syntax for operator overloading? Return type. First of all, return type. Then class name. Scope resolution operator. What is the 4 dots? That is called scope resolution operator. What is this 4 dots? What are these 4 dots? Scope resolution operator. Then operator op. Then argument list. Then body of the function. Body of the function. This is the syntax for operator overloading. First is return type, second is the name of the class, and resolution operator, operator of, then argument list. Now here, where the return type is the type of value returned by the function. Okay, class name is the name of the class. Operator OP is the operator function where OP is the operator being overloaded and the operator is the keyword. Operator is the keyword. Operator is the keyword, then is the operator. Rules for operator overloading. What are the rules for operator overloading? So we will discuss everything clearly. Now look at here. Rules for operator overloading. So till now we discussed what is overloading. Overloading nothing but using of the operator to do the multiple tasks, different tasks. Instead of the function we are using the operator here. Okay, this is called the operator overloading. And what is the rules for operator overloading? The first rule, existing operator can only be overloaded, but the new operators cannot be overloaded. Existing operator can only be overloaded. Remaining operator cannot be overloaded. It is the first rule. The overloaded operator contains at least one operand of the user-defined data type. What is the operator overload operator contains at least one operand that user-defined data type, not predefined data type. There should be a one user-defined data type. That is second condition. That is second rule. We cannot use the friend function to overload certain operators. However, the member functions can be used to overload those operators. Friend functions. Already we discussed friend function. In last classes. What is a friend function? The definition of the friend functions. How friend functions work out from the outside of the class. So that we have seen in our video lectures. So when unary operators are overloaded through a member function, take no explicit argument, but if they are overloaded by the friend function, takes one argument. Okay, when binary operators are overloaded through member function, takes one explicit argument, and if they are overloaded through a friend function, takes two explicit arguments. So how many explicit arguments should be take, and when unary time and binary time? So unary operator overloading, binary operator overloading. So unary operator by binary operator, two operators and their overloading, and some rules are there. If you unary operator overloading, how many explicit arguments can you take it? If a binary operator is taking, how many explicit members can we take? So these are the rules for the operator overloading. So let's see the operator overloading example. Now look at here. Program to overload unary operator. So just we are thinking about the unary operator. Binary operator is there, unary operator is there. Just I am talking about the unary operator. Unary operator means what? Minus. Okay. So minus, plus, not minus, sorry. Minus, plus, increment operator, decrement operator, minus, plus, these are the unary operator. Just take the unary operator plus here, and first class name, class test, private int num, public test, declaring the constructor, then num 8, okay, adding the value, and video operator void operator plus. So void is the name of the, void is the return type, operator plus, operator plus, num is equal num plus 2. Void print count is int main test tt plus tt, calling of function void operator plus tt tt dot print return. What is the tt here? Just object. Plus tt here what? What is the actually meaning of plus? Is increment or decrement operator. But here what is doing here? Calling of a function void operator plus. Calling of a operation. So calling of operation. Let's see another example. It's a clear understanding. Where will go? We will go. Look at the same program here also. I'll explain the program. Look at the program. Same program, class test count to 5, there count 8, here count 5. Okay, count test colon count 5. Void operator plus plus, same, count equal count plus 1. Void display is a function, number function, and int main test t is the, what is the object, plus plus t, this call function void operator plus plus function. Plus plus t, what is the actual meaning of plus plus t? So here function is calling, this calls function void operator plus plus function, t dot display return 0. So we will explanation is there here clearly. Let's see. This function is called when plus plus operator, this function is called when plus plus operator operates on the object of test, class object t in this case. So when the class object t, its function is called when plus plus operator operates. The program void operator plus plus operator function is defined inside test class. Inside the test class, this operator function defined inside the test class. The function increment value of count by 1 per t object. Count by t object. Things remember. Operator overloading allows you to redefine the way operate works for use defined types only object structures. It can be used for built-in types, int, float, character, etc. Two operators equal to and are already overloaded default in C++. For example, to copy object of the same class, you can directly use the equal operator. You do not need to create an operator functions. Here R and both are already defined defaultly. You no need to define again. Operator overloading cannot change the precedence and associatively of operators. However, if you want to change the order of evaluation, parentheses should be used. There are 4 operators that can be overloaded in C++. They are that cannot be overloaded. Already we discussed the scope resolution operator, member selection, and member selection through pointer function and ternary operator. These are not possible for operator overloading in C++. Let's see. Operator overloading allows you to define the way operator works, the way you want. Simple. What is the advantage of the operator overloading? Simple. It will work out the way you want. Now you want to add the 2 object, 3 object, 4 object, 10 object. What you want to add? You can add it. It will allow you the way you want. This is the benefit of the operator overloading. In the above example, plus plus operator operates an object to increase the value of data member. Increase the value of the data member. Increase the value of the data member. Void operator plus plus. Void operator plus plus. Void operator plus plus. Void operator plus plus. Count equal to count plus 1. However, we use the following code, but it decreases the value of count by 100 when plus plus operator is used. Void operator plus plus, count equal to count minus 100. Above, void operator plus plus, count equal to count plus 1. However, if you use the following code, it decreases the value of count by 100 when plus plus operator is used. Now, void operator plus plus bracket count equal to count minus 10, 100. This may be technically correct, but this code is confusing and difficult to understand and debug. It's your job as a programmer to use the operator overloading properly and consistent way. In the above example, the value count increased by 1 when plus plus operator is used. However, this program is incomplete in the sense that you cannot use code like t1 equal to plus plus t. This is about the operator overloading. In operator overloading, unary operator, binary operator. So that we have seen what is the operator overloading, definition for the operator overloading. So with the examples, I want to show one more video to you that will show unary operator and binary operator overloading. Look at the program careful. This program, carefully observe this program. Again, I want to explain this program. Here, hash include IO stream using namespace std, class test, private int count, public test, count 5. Void operator plus plus. This is the syntax for the what? Declaration of a what? Operator overloading. Count equal count plus 1. Void display count. Look at here. Plus plus is calling a function void operator. What is the output? 6 is the output. Look at here. 6 is the output here. Okay. What is the count? Initial count value 5. What is the initial count value? 5. Now count is equal to count plus 1. Count equal to count plus 1. Okay. Now what is the plus plus? T is object. This calling the function void operator plus plus. So under this, what is the output? Count is equal to 6. Initial count value 5. Then count is equal to count plus 1. Then what is doing here? Plus plus. Actually the purpose is the what is the this is a unary operator. Plus plus is a unary operator. Minus minus is a unary operator. The meaning of plus plus what? It is the increment operator. Decrement operators. Minus minus plus plus, they are the increment and decrement operator. Now this increment decrement operators are doing some wonderful work. What is that? This function is called when plus plus operator operates on the object of test class, object T in the class. Okay, this function is called when plus plus operator operates on the object of test. Okay, class object T in this case. In this program, void operator plus plus operator function is defined inside the test class. This function increment value of count by 1 for T object. So we already discussed regarding of that. Okay, void operator plus plus is the syntax for the declaration of the operator overloading. Count equal to count plus 1. However, if you use the following code, it declares the value of count by 100 when plus plus operator is used. Void operator plus plus count equal to count minus 100. This may be technically correct, but this code is confusing and difficult to understand and debug. It is your job as programmer to use operators overloading properly and a consistent way. If your job as a programmer to use the operator overloading properly and consistent way. So that's why I want to show that video. So net is not good. Net is not that much good. Speed is not that much good. That's why I'm unable to stay. Oh. Void operator plus plus. Syntax for the operator overloading. Now I am looking for showing of the video to you. Look at here, program overload binary operator. Till now we have seen only unary operator. Now we will see binary operator. Binary operator example also I will explain the program. Binary operator. Now look at the program. I want to explain the binary operator. Class A, okay, int x, and A is the constructor, and int I is the arguments. X equal to I, x equal to I, integer x equal to I. Now listen. Void operator plus A, okay. Now void display. Void A. Now void A resolution operator. Scope resolution operator, operator plus a small a. Int m equal to x plus a dot x. A dot x. Result of the addition of two objects is the binary operator where x plus a dot x. Here is a binary operator. X int m equal to x plus a dot x. Now int main for the constructor class A object and A2 and A1 plus A2. What is A1? Object. A2 object. Object 1 plus object 2. Yes, what I discussed. So operator overloading help us to for what? Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. What is this here? What is this here? Int m equal to x plus a dot x. Int m equal to x plus a dot x. Okay, this is the one way. The same thing here, adding of the two objects a1 plus a2, both are the objects. Adding of the using of the operator. It is binary operator. With the help of the binary operator, adding the two objects. The help of the binary operator, adding the two objects. So unary operator overloading and binary operator overloading, and we have seen the concept of overloading. So What is the output here? Result of the addition of the two objects is 9. What is the addition of the two objects, not addition of the two operands, addition of the two objects. So in this lecture I covered what is a overloading, what is a operator overloading, the example for operator overloading, and what is the predefined, what is the user defined data types, predefined data types, what is the rules for the operator overloading, and which operators cannot used in C++ for the operator overloading, and example for the operator overloading, unary operator and binary operator. These are all things we discussed in this lecture. These all things we discussed in this lecture. I hope you will understand this one. If you not understand, actually I want to show the one video, but this let speed is not that much good. That's why I'm unable to show it. So I hope you can go through the another channels also. You can visit the another website also. So spend the time and learn everything clearly and prepare for your forthcoming examination. Thank you so much.